It ain't my truck or dirty dog that don't apply to me. It's all my goddamn hobbies don't recognize what I see. Comic books, movies, and all this streaming crap. 'Cause all my hobbies suck now. Gonna throw it all in the trash.
Hello and welcome back to Surly Thames. Now, Free Comic Book Day 2024 is behind us, and for many, including myself, it was far from free. Since most shops take advantage of the situation and run sales, it's a great time to check off a few more books from their want list. But the freebies, being the draw to collectors and non-collectors alike, is an added bonus to the experience. Conan, The Battle of the Blackstone, from Titan Heroic Signatures, gives a look into the character's upcoming event series later this year, which will join Howard's other characters together in what I can only imagine will see the company's goal to bring these characters to the front and afford them the opportunity to entertain more thoroughly. So in Savage Sword of Conan number 4, the story begins, and as usual, I'll be reading it. Energon Universe, the 2024 special from Image Skybound Entertainment. I've been on board with the Kirkman take of the combined universe of Transformers and G.I. Joe since the news dropped that they would be taking control of the titles, after IDW had dropped the ball from the preceding few years. But for the first time since the project began, I have one complaint. It seems that they decided to drop the Free Comic Book Day special around the same time as it released a copy of the exact same issue as one that you could purchase. Really? A-hole move, guys. A-hole moves. But since I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm not going to let that sully my opinion in regards to the Energon Universe project. Massive publishing for King Features Syndicate brings Popeye to life for a new generation. Unfortunately, it just didn't land well for me, and I'm not sure that it'll translate well for those younger than me. I Lie Popeye is a story about how Popeye lost his eye, and mirroring real life, the press is responsible for starting more trouble than it's worth. I'm not going to be investing my time or money in pursuing this project, but according to many younger collectors, I'm a relic, so they take my opinion for what it is. And another King Features Syndicate project being brought back from the grave, and in my opinion, this one is well worth the time, and not only are they dropping the main title, they are also bringing back the Defenders of the Earth, which I've already ordered to trade paperback, that collects the Marvel Star Comics run from 1997, a Flash Gordon quarterly title, and reprints of the Moore Raymond classic Sunday strips from 1934 to 37, which I've always wanted and have decided to finally pull the trigger as well. This was better than I thought it might be after only hearing about it a week before I picked up this issue. My biggest hope is that the Defenders of the Earth title will lead to a Phantom project from Mad Cave as well. I'm completely on board with supporting Mad Cave from this point on. Mad Cave, also licensed from Tatsunoko Productions, offers up Gatchaman number 0, and unfortunately I folded my copy a little. I'd already ordered the title from my comic shop a few weeks before. This one was hard to get into, because I was stuck in the Battle of the Planets mindset, and after reading this title, I decided to remove it from my file list that I had put it in just a week before. And Dynamite Entertainment, the company has been bringing titles like Thundercats and Space Ghost to print over the last few months, so when I saw that they were bringing Johnny Quest, my all-time favorite cartoon, which I was a huge fan of the Comico series back in the 80s as well, but 10 pages? Really? That's all? Not that didn't draw me in, but now my brain is working overtime to fill in the next 2 months until its release. My hope is that Dynamite will go all in on the 80s nostalgia train and produce a Thundar the Barbarian comic book. I think that I could die happy following such an endeavor. Marvel and 20th Century Fox Planet of the Apes special is going to be quick and painless. This one reprints portions of the company's first comic book project following Disney's acquisition of the franchise, and it was mid at best. If you haven't read the series, it might be a nice way to expose yourself to their take on the IP. I've been having a problem with their vision thus far, but that's entirely on me, as this is my favorite franchise of all time, and I know far too much and can point out all the inconsistencies that occur. Had I known that this was what the book was, I'd have skipped the title because I already read the entire series. Ultraduck from Arcana, this one to me was brilliant. The structure of the story is cinematic, in that they introduce each character in a way that helps push each act with complete clarity. The characters are rich and they seem to fit perfectly into their surroundings and deal with each other's situations in a logical way, which speaks loudly in regards to the storytelling skills of the creative team. This one's amazing, but I'll be skipping it due to my already heavy pile of new books. But I'd suggest Ultraduck to anybody that would ask. Well, that's another free comic book day in the bag, and the upcoming year looks to be an interesting one. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.